Okay, so let's get right to it. You said you had something against Georgia. Uh, we talked privately. I said that once you're a one seed, I think that you earn the right to lose one and still make it. And that late in the season, the floor is yours.
Okay. This is going to probably take upward to 5 minutes. So let me lay the base of this, okay? Before I even get into the Georgia thing. Number one, just so you don't think I'm biased, 2016, Penn State beats Ohio State head up. Penn State wins the Big Ten championship. Leading up to that playoff announcement, I was on the phone with one of my good friend Coop. He said, "Hey man, I think they still gonna push you on the playoffs." I said, talking about Ohio State. I said, "Nah, bro, that ain't cool. They beat us. It was some fluky stuff with that pass interference and that block kick, but they won. They played for the Big Ten championship. I don't think they should put us in. I don't think we deserve it. They put us in.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to let you know that the bias was there. Even my team, I didn't feel should go. Okay, and at
Okay.
least Georgia even played in the championship game. Ohio State didn't even play in the championship game. So I just want to lay that out there. Now, here's the main point I want to make about me feeling that Georgia should not be in the playoffs. Georgia should not be in the playoffs. Here's the deal. Back when this college football playoff day started, they stressed the importance of the 13th data point, right? The 13th
Mhm.
data point is championship weekend. This is what hurts the Notre Dames of the world because they don't have the 13th data point, correct?
Correct.
Correct, Doug? Okay. So boom. The 13th data point can propel you. It can propel you into the playoffs because you had that 13th data point. Again, I will use Ohio State example. 2014, the inaugural college football playoffs. Ohio State was not ranked in the top four going into that weekend because they got propelled into the college football playoffs because they had the 13th data point. And you know who was ranked in front of them? TCU
Who was that?
and Baylor. They did not have the Big 12 championship game at that point. That came the next year because of this, because of the importance of the 13th data point. Ohio State played the Big 10 championship, dominated Wisconsin. That leaped them over a one-loss TCU team. That leaped them over a one-loss Baylor team. Co-Big 12 champs without a 13th data point. Boom. Fast forward to this year, I feel the 13th data point, just as it can help you, it should be able to hurt you. Okay? I get it, bro. It sucks. It sucks to win all those games and lose in the last game of the season. It sucks. I get it. But, bro, you got washed in the 13th data point. You got washed in the last chance that we got to saw you before the vote. In my opinion, that should have hurt them, bro. They lost to a team who, by Bama standards, was not usually what dominated. They weren't dominating like Bama usually dominate. Nobody thought they were going to lose to Georgia, beat Georgia, especially not how they did. Georgia looked like the greatest defense of all time, the 85 Bears all year. And then what happened when they played a real team, a team that wasn't even supposed to be that good by their standards. They got dominated, bro. And it sucks. I know. But you got to fall back, bro. Notre Dame did not have the 13th data point. I know the big deal is they don't have their coach. I understand. I get it. Marcus Freeman, hey, this is a new year. This is a new day. Let put them in. Let's hope for the best. Bro, this year, Notre Dame's best chance of beating any team. If Notre Dame made the playoffs this year, they actually could win. Because you don't
No.
know who's who.
No.
Yeah.
I see what you're
They
saying,
could
and you
beat
have a
Michigan.
point.
They
However,
could beat Alabama.
I see what you're saying.
I'm
However,
done. I'm done with my soliloquy. Go ahead.
I think at the end, I just don't. Okay, if you take the four and you take the next two, that's Ohio State, that's Notre Dame, and I say even with the loss that Georgia had, are they better than those two teams? I say yes. And I think that there has to be something for being number one. They lost bad. I can't excuse that, but it's too good of a team. Like if you put Notre Dame in, then you're rewarding them for not having a championship game to lose, which isn't fair. And then you put Ohio State in, that would be a whole nother thing. So they were just too good of a team to leave out. I don't think, and I don't think that they got the ranking right. I think that they should have fell all the way from 1 to 4. But I really don't think they wanted I don't think they wanted the rematch right this next week. So that's why they separated them. Politics came into play. Match up Michigan with Cincinnati. Match up Michigan with Georgia. Match up Cincinnati with Bama, and then if they're both good enough, you get the rematch organically. But there's no way that Georgia can go run the table, beat all these good teams, and then they have one bad championship game, and then they're out of the contention. I just can't go with it. Like I see you have a point, but they can't. 11 other games have to matter.
Dub. Do you really think if this was us and I'm one loss for undefeated Iowa beat us in the Big Ten championship, they would still put us in the playoffs? Do you really think that?
It's Iowa. You just compared Iowa to Alabama. They lost to another team that's right there.
No, I'm saying. I say, okay, what who's over there? What team is over there? That Northwest? I don't know. What other team is in the Wisconsin. Big Ten West was undefeated or one-loss team? Wisconsin was a one-loss team, beat us in the Big Ten championship, and we were undefeated up until that point. And you think they would keep us in the playoffs? Hell no.
I think based off cachet alone, I think they would. But even beyond that, I want to get to the games. I want to start with Alabama, Cincinnati. What do you think?
I mean, guys, come on, guys, come on. I'm done. Okay. I hope I'm wrong. I truly do. I really do hope I'm wrong, but they're gonna get washed. Come on, bro. You hear all these pundits talking about they play like Bama. If any team could have matched up with Bama in the playoffs, come on, guys. We know you're trying to sell tickets for this, but come on, man. This is going to be a massacre, bro. They're going to scrape them off the bottom of their cleats like that little thing on the sideline that they use, bro. It's going to be a done deal. Cincinnati's toast. I hope I'm wrong.
Okay. If they're within 4 points when the fourth quarter starts, Cincinnati wins. That's the only way. Anything else, they lose. But it's just like I forgot where I heard it from, but they said there's a recipe for an upset when you're a team that's far back. You have to have a turnover on defense and a special team score. And your offense has to play perfect. Your offense plays perfect, you get both of those two things, you're going to win. So Cincinnati has more of a shot on in my opinion. And of course, both me and you hate Alabama, so of course we want them to lose. But of course, we would think Alabama, but again, 4 points, fourth quarter, Cincinnati wins. If they're within 4 when it starts.
4 points, fourth quarter. Bama's going to open that shit up to about 30 points, and it's going to be game time.
We'll see. But so Michigan, Georgia. I'm gonna leave this one off. I really think Georgia is gonna bounce back. Being embarrassed like that, there's no other choice. Like they have to come right back, because if they lose that game and then lose another game, I think it affects the recruiting. It affects next year's ranking. Everybody's gonna forget about how good of a year they had, so they got to come back. I think they washed Michigan by more than 2 touchdowns.
I wouldn't go as far as wash. Look, guys. Look, I don't know who's who. I don't know. I have Michigan ranked 1 in my personal opinion rankings. I agree with everything. No, I agree. No, you did. You have them number one. Who do you have number one?
How I
For the
thought
college football playoffs.
It should have been Bama 1, Michigan 2, Cincinnati 3, Georgia 4.
Okay, so mine was the same as the official except for 4. So I had Michigan. No, it's not. Because I had Michigan, Bama. I had Cincy at 3. And I had Notre Dame. But
So we
don't
have
know who's the best
Michigan
team in
and
the nation,
Bama
bro.
flip flop.
Correct. But I'm saying I don't know who's the best team in the nation. The best team in the nation, who I thought just got Washington Conference Championship by a team who I didn't even think was that good by their own standards.
They did.
Michigan looked like crap all year. Michigan looked like crap all year until when? Until it mattered. The last games of the season. Now they're dominating. Is that who they are? I don't know. Natty's a natty.
No.
Can they compete with these big boys?
They're still that team that lost to Michigan State. Like these. I just don't believe. I'm not a believer. Defensively, yes. But I still think that arguably they have the worst quarterback in the playoff. So where does that take you?
Look, man, I'm not going to – I think Georgia's going to win. I just don't know about Wash. I mean, you would ask me prior to the big SEC championship, I would have said Wash. Now, I don't know. I don't think Wash, though. I think it's going to be a better game than everybody expects. I think our opinions are kind of flip-flop on both these games.
But more than likely, we're looking at a SEC championship game rematch in the national championship, right?
That's what they wanted. Oh, you know that. We gotta make the network heads happy.
I mean, that's part of it. But I just want chaos. I don't want to see that. But I'd rather see a SEC rematch than Michigan in the championship game at all. At all. I don't want to see them have any type of success. I don't want them to do anything positive. I don't want them to score any points. I don't want Aiden to win Heisman.
Hey, listen. I wouldn't either, but those guys made it possible. Those guys let it happen. Those guys made it freaking possible.
Did you see the before we get to who we picked to win, did you see the Heisman candidates list that came out?
I just saw C.J. Stroud was on it. I don't know who else is.
It was it's 4. It's Stroud, the DN from Michigan, Hutchinson, the Pickett, the quarterback from Pitt, and the last one is the quarterback. Yeah.
But hold on, you said something I want to address. Real quick. Hold on, let me address this. I understand, Doug. I truly do. You hate Michigan, blah, blah, blah. It's cool. It's fine. But Doug, up to the point where they earned it, bro. If they could go compete for a title, it is what it is. It sucks. It truly does. But, hey, you can blame those guys, like I said. And they had a chance to stop this. They could have beat them. They would have beat Iowa. They would be the number one team in the nation right now. Georgia lost. They would be firmly entrenched as the one seed in the playoffs. But you know what? They blew it.
We had it. They did. So let's end it with a Heisman pick and a national champion pick. And I'll go first unless you're ready.
You go ahead.
I'm going to say Heisman is going to go to Alabama's quarterback. If not him, the runner-up is probably going to be Hutchinson, the DN from Michigan. I don't think I've ever seen anybody raise their draft stock so quick, so high. I think he went from with the Lions having the first round pick to the first overall pick, more than likely. I think they end up snatching him up, but I think he's got a good shot to take it. But I think they're going to give it to a Bama quarterback, and I'm going to say Georgia brings home a national championship. Floor is yours.
I got Bama quarterback, Bama championship. It's that simple. I'm going with tried and true.
Okay.
I'm going with tried and true. As much as I don't know, who's the best team in the nation, I do know. I rather cooperate with the devil I know than the devil I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with Bama.
Okay.
You know, if I'm gonna get messed over, at least I'm gonna know what I'm getting messed over by. I'm gonna go with Bama. I agree with you on the Heisman pick with the quarterback.
Okay. Okay. I mean, with that said, I think.
So anything? Hold on. Before we close, boys, get that done.
What's up?
Dan Campbell, Lions, get that first up.
They finally bit some kneecaps, man. It was glorious. It was okay. Here's my thing. They can't even just it was 20-6 at halftime. I was like, okay, 2-touchdown lead. Let's put a bow on this. Let's win by 10 points. No, in true Lions fashion, they got to lose the lead, have 1 minute 50 seconds to go, 80 yards down the field, score with 7 seconds left. Like it was I don't remember the last time a game has been over in the third quarter, and I just know, all right, we got a W. So they got to take every game down to the final last drop. It was just nice to see. Like they've been fighting all year. It's a much better team than people give it credit for. I still don't know if you bring Jared Goff
right,
back.
I agree with
I got I take honestly the quarterback who I think that people should have went after, who is much better than where he's ranked, is Gardner Minshew. He is somebody I wish I had on my team at this point. He's what everybody thinks Baker Mayfield is.
Yeah, so, that's a real life gunslinger.
But yeah,
but no, I want to say this.
Win,
I was just about to say about your point about the score. I was at work. I saw y'all was up 20-6. I'm like, oh shit, okay, Lions doing their thing. And then when I got off work, I was like, I saw it pop up on my phone like Lions win, but last second. I'm like, wait, what? I thought they were firmly controlling that game. Like, what happened?
Yeah, they were. They almost fumbled it though, but it was real cool what they did for the Oxford School in Michigan, where the shooting was. Having the decals on the helmet. All the coaches wearing the team mascot hats from the school. The number 42, which is the number of the young man who was killed. Yeah, he wore his last name on his back. So I think that was part of it. They played some inspired football, and I'm so focused now on the draft though. I'm like, yo, don't mess up the first overall pick though. Like, pump your brakes. Like, be competitive, but let's
Right, you got one. You proved you could. Yeah, right. Let's get this number one pick. But okay, before we end, real quick, who do you want? Because I don't believe it's a quarterback worth that in this draft.
No. With their number one.
If they had the first pick, who
it's got to be Hutchinson or Thibodeau out of Oregon. But in that position, you go with whoever's healthiest, and the dude Thibodeau missed too much time. So I think you just go get the DN, shore up some more defense. We already helped with the offensive line last year with Penny. Now you go D-line, start getting more linebackers. Be excited for all the injuries that we have coming back. And yeah, my top three, of course, D-line, linebacker, wide receiver, and then quarterback. But you're gonna get one quarterback so late. I do like the kid out of Liberty though, Malik Willis. I want him late. I think he's gonna be a late first rounder though, so I don't know if we're gonna have a chance to get him. But yeah, that's it. It's just
what about Desmond?
More, but what's that?
Desmond Ritter, Daddy.
I'm not sure, but he has a big chance to raise or lower his stock with these games, because how many Cincinnati games have you watched this year? Exactly. So the whole world's about to watch now, and even if they just win one, any senior on that team, move yourself up 2 rounds easy.
Good point. Good point. But yeah, Doug, we can wrap it up, man. Guys, be on the lookout. I'll have this up on YouTube. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Support us over on YouTube. We'll be back if anything pops up during the week. And yeah, thank you guys for checking us out. Go Talk Sports. Tone and Doug. Peace.